Cholesterol. So many of us worry about elevated cholesterol levels when it comes to the health of our arteries, to our risk for developing cardiovascular or heart disease. But what is the real story with cholesterol? What raises cholesterol? What do we have to worry about? What should we avoid? What should we not worry about? What do we got, right? Well, cholesterol serves many important functions in the body, including things like hormone synthesis, testosterone, for example. It's a precursor to testosterone, and things like estrogen and other important hormones in the body. It's a component of cell membranes, along with phospholipids, something like phosphate, glycerol, binding the phosphate, those things that have those little tails, right? We call these phospholipids that sit in the membrane bilayer. We call lipid bilayer of cell membranes. Well, between them is cholesterol. So cholesterol is also important for maintaining the health of a cell membrane, which allows things to diffuse through the membrane, or is involved in cell signaling, or protecting the cell, the structure of the cell. So it's important to maintain the cell membranes. We need cholesterol for that. It's good for hormone synthesis. Metabolism and vitamin D synthesis is another thing that we need cholesterol for. In regards to metabolism, it helps to form bile acids, does cholesterol. Now, bile acids, they help to emulsify fats, right? So it helps us to break down fat. So then what's the deal here with cholesterol? Well, guess what? Here's a fun fact for you. Eating cholesterol doesn't raise cholesterol. What? Eating cholesterol does not raise cholesterol levels. That's been proven time and time again. And guess what? Eating cholesterol does not increase your risk for heart disease either. So what does increase your risk for heart disease? What's the deal with cholesterol? Why is it bad? Elevated LDL cholesterol, low density lipoprotein, the bad type of cholesterol, right? The good type is HDL, high density lipoprotein. Elevated LDL associated with higher risk of heart disease. Okay, elevated LDL is associated, but eating cholesterol is not. Having foods that have cholesterol is not. What's going on? What about saturated fat? Well, there's no correlation between saturated fat intake and heart disease, albeit saturated fat is not the best thing for your gut bacteria. And when you eat a lot of saturated fat, what happens is it reduces your liver's ability to take LDL out of the blood, right? It reduces the amount of receptors, or blocks receptors, we could say, in the liver for LDL cholesterol, so it can't take it out of the blood, remove it, and that's obviously not a good thing. But again, there's no correlation between saturated fat intake and heart disease. So what's really going on here? What's the culprit? Is it meat? No, it's not meat. It's not meat. Don't avoid meat because you're worried about cholesterol. Avoid processed meat, sure. Avoid processed meat for a wide array of reasons, and that could be one of them, right? But, good meat, no antibiotic, no hormone chicken, no antibiotic, no hormone turkey, right? Pork, having fish, seafood, all that kind of stuff is just absolutely fantastic for your body. Grass-fed beef, right? Grass-finished, rather, beef is full of nutrition, and it's good for your body. So when it comes to cholesterol, if you're worried about elevated LDL cholesterol and increasing your risk for heart disease, well, first off, you want to exercise, right? You want to exercise, you want to get more sleep, you want to be less stressed. Beating a dead horse here, when wellness. Stuff we say every single day, right? But here's yet another reason. Avoid baked goods. Avoid fried foods that have trans fats, okay? Avoid added sugars and processed foods in general. When you eat sugar, that makes your liver produce more cholesterol from the inside, all right? So the issue isn't that you're eating the cholesterol in the first place. Egg yolk has cholesterol. Egg yolk also has choline and vitamin D and all the fat-soluble vitamins and a bunch of B vitamins and a lot of stuff that's great for your body, right? It's the most nutritious part of the egg. Granted, you're getting pasture-raised eggs, which have 3 times the amount of vitamin D, 2 times the amount of omega-3, 7 times the amount of beta-carotene antioxidant, 4 times the amount of vitamin E, as the eggs that are cheap, right? And there's no difference between free-range or cage-free from really the cheap ones for the most part. It's about what they're eating. The pasture-raised hens are eating worms, bugs, grubs, ticks, right? One reason I would like to get some from my yard, get rid of some ticks. But they produce nutritious eggs. They have cholesterol is the whole point, without getting off on a rant here like we do often, because we love this. they're not your enemy, right? The meat, it's not your enemy. It's the sugar, it's the processed foods, it's refined flours, it's fried food, it's all that kind of crap. So that's what we got for you guys today. And I hope you got something out of it. Now you know a little something about cholesterol. Who do we got out here? Say what's up to the homies. Sky, how you doing, girl? Kristen, Fitness, Erica, JC, Stephen, Bastion, Nails, by Edwinick, King Reed, Ma, I love you. This one's for you. Sabia, what's up? Young Fred, Ash, hello, baby. And Dave, first one on, Beast from the East. How you doing, killer? As for now, so we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you so much. Happy One Wellness.